What's going on, YouTube? What's going on, guys? We're back again with yet another 1.8T. And yeah, it sucks that the other one that we had pretty much was completely bad. The head had pretty much damage to the cam lobes. The cam itself was damaged. The head itself, where the cam sits on, actually here. Let's see if we can take this one off. Yeah. Well, I gotta take all this off right now. So that was damaged as well. So I have a spare block. I always keep spare blocks. I know it's kind of a weird thing to say that, but there's always that one person in need, and that needs a good block, and I have one. So this person, pretty much what's going on, bought an engine a couple months ago from somebody. So I'm going to give you guys a story, but like a generic story. So I bought an engine from somebody, and that somebody I knew because I did work on his car, and I knew that the engine was bad. That the guy who bought the engine off of him told him it was a good engine, and then used my name to help him sell that engine to him because I helped him. Now that really makes me like angry, like beyond belief, man. What's going on, McDubbin? So he buys the engine and hits me up, and he says, "Hey, I bought this engine from this guy, and, you know, I want you to help me swap engines." I'm all like, "Yeah, but, you know, I think," he's all like, he said he knew you and all that. I'm all like, "Is this the guy that I did this and this and this with?" He's like, yeah. I'm all like, "Dude, you bought a blown motor. Like, completely bad blown motor." And he's like, what do you mean?" So he drops it off yesterday. We did a live teardown on the engine. And yeah, I was 100% sure, 100% accurate that was the engine I was talking about. And yes, it was a blown block. All four pistons have valve slap, pretty much where the valves hit or kiss the pistons, where you can see every piston pretty much hit by a valve. So that's one part. The exhaust side of the cam was damaged. It had already grooves in the cam, and on the actual head itself, it literally melted. And damaged the lane, or pretty much where the cam lays on, was damaged. So you can't really machine those. If you do, you're gonna spend so much money, and by the time you're done, you can just go buy a used head for, you know, less money. So I tore it all down, and then I threw it over here on the side of my house because it's pretty much trash. I have this really good spare engine that's been sitting here because, again, I keep spares for this type of occasion where someone gets screwed over, and we know what we do. We do the right thing, and we take care of them at no additional charge, or no charge at all. I don't charge anybody for this kind of work. I do this because I love doing this. This is my passion, and I want to keep doing it. So I want to do it and have fun doing it. So tonight, we're going to tear down another 1.8T. We're going to learn how to inspect it, and we're going to learn how to take everything, again, tear it all down, and have fun. All right, so let's get to work, because, again, this is PincheAls Garage, is what we do. So, step one, we need to take this little kajigger out of here, because this is actually a really good tool. If you guys ever have these are pretty much what help you lift the engine out of the engine bay. Super, super cool, good tool to have around, right, guys? I'm not going to drop any names. Sorry, man. No name dropping. I'm not that kind of person. But you'll find it in my live streams. It was like a year or two ago. It's where I pulled a motor from one car. I pulled two motors to pop it in another car, then I let him finish it up. So, if you want to look around for that, go for it. What's going on? What's going on, Bristol? His name's in there. If you want to find that video, Do a little bit of research on my channel. You'll find it. All right, so I have you guys over here on my phone for reading messages, so I can read your messages a little bit quicker. My wife's a little busy. She might be coming out to help me. I don't know yet, but yeah. What's going on, Rob? So this is a motor I've had, again, I've had in the inside of my, not inside, but inside my garage for a couple years. This is actually my wife's 1.18 for her Mark II. This is the motor that pretty much I traded for another person who needed a built motor. Because again, they were in need, so push back my plans on my other block, but no big deal. Again, because I'd rather help others than help myself, because sometimes, again, people need this kind of help. A lot of times they get pushed in different directions and they just get screwed over, and it's just so not fair, you know? Just super not fair. Let's see here. Maybe we can turn the engine more that way so you guys can see it. Nope, that's way too far. It'd be perfect if that would sit like that. Alright, so we'll have to turn it around. No biggie. There we go. Ay, muy bien. Continuo cuando en español. Yeah, did you check the red? Check out the reds. Yeah, Ivan, dude, the thing's freaking dope, man. Thank you so much, Ivan. Right here, hooked it up with this beast of a freaking torque wrench. This will have years of service, bud. Thank you from the bottom of my heart, man. Thank you, dude. Definitely appreciate any donations to the channel to help us out. This is legit, dude. And on top of that, before we go any further, hold on. What's going on, Pasky? Ah, that's funny. Ivan also donated some TT pedals for the Patreon build. So we're super appreciative about this, guys. Thank you, Ivan. These will be put in pretty much on Monday or Tuesday. We got a lot more product in too. So thank you, Ivan, for the donations. That's freaking amazing, man. That's funny. That's funny, Rob. Some people are using my bay for their work. I love it. So this valve cover gasket's trash. Never reused gaskets, just so you guys know. Never reuse them. ¿Qué onda, Tiny? What's up, fool? Finally, you make it. So, step one, we're going to remove the cams. So you guys know that. George Pacheco, Pasky, Rob, everybody, thank you for tuning in, guys. So the cam position sensors are coming off. Let's see here. Nice, awesome. What's up? He goes by Blue GLI. Did I miss you taking apart the head? Not yet. Oh no, I didn't want to take it apart. It was already unusable, Pasky. We pretty much, I put it away. The head is just trashed. So I'll kind of give you guys a scenario. When I take off the cams right here, I'll show you exactly. I'll explain exactly what happened to the other engine. Man, I didn't even buy those wheels today. They wanted like $430 for everything, and they saw that I had adapters and wanted another $100. Damn, fuck that. Here we go again. What's the bid on? Oh, copy that. We're not bidding anything. All right, my wife's not here. I won't be able to read all your guys' comments, so don't start. Well, you missed that. We took apart another 1.8T yesterday, completely tiny, and it was bad. Carlene? Yeah. I'm gonna need more boxes. Little ones? Yeah, like the ones you brought yesterday. Please? And people are already asking for you. So right now, pretty much I'm getting ready to remove the cams. Just breaking them all loose because there's so many cam bolts. Good exercise, you know? Rob, it was exactly that. We're not going any further. Let's see. Fix the clutch up early, but the coil pack went in, got out, now misfiring. Yes, we have done AAB heads on these before. They're literally bolt on. There's nothing special about them. The only difference is that you have to get a cam chain tensioner without the VVT solenoid, and then you have to tune the car for no VVT, or VTEC if you want to call it, from Volkswagen.
Why do you need tiny? Why can't you use bigger boxes?
Because you have to organize them.
Why don't you just...
You have to organize them if you want to, but the cam cap, like these little pieces, they have to be in one spot by themselves. Sorry, Crimea River.
Demanding.
Yes. There's no bids about to start. Jeez.
I'm here. Oh, you're reading it over there. You're reading the feed?
Apparently, yeah. Yeah, Tiny's now on, yeah.
Oh, Rob's back.
Yeah, Rob's back. Hey, Rob, did you retire yet, buddy? You're supposed to be retired by now, right? I gotta go buy those adapters to use the drills to remove these, because man, this is so tiring just unbolting all these little bolts by hand.
Don't you have the adapter? You
Not
have
for
any
not for
adapter?
drills. Hey, I'm so cheap. This is free.
Well,
March 22nd, man.
ooh, it's close.
I know, he's almost retired, man. Thank you so much for your services, by the way, Rob. So much.
See, as a bonus gift.
There's no bonus gifts. No, he gets no retirement gift. No, it's not how that works.
He gets choice.
He gets no choice. Not with me. Already started. Let's just change the conversation. Jeez. This is why I don't. This is why we don't do this. Don't do this. Alright, cams are almost off. Read the comments. There's a lot of comments right now.
Because I arrived.
Thank you for your patience. For I have arrived. Conceited? Jeez.
Where do you want me to start?
I don't know, just start reading comments. It helps
Hi,
me.
Tatsky.
Speak up a little bit more.
Tearing down. Asia? Asia says, I'm in Japan right now and got my hands on an AGU 1.8T from a 99 call.
Nice. AGUs are the equivalent to AWWs here. Or AWDs, actually. So, basic internals, not forged. Good little engines, but they weren't really meant to make a lot of power.
Rob says, come on, Al. As they say in the Middle East, my friend, I make you good deal.
I'm good, man. I'm good. I don't think it's a good deal for me.
Isaiah says, big port head.
Yeah, they have big port heads, that's correct.
Can you move this vomit off the floor?
Yeah, give me this. Bring it over here. Thank you. Yeah, that's from the other engine.
What is fixed says, Irape?
Irape?
R-R-A-P-E. Oh, it's Ty. Hi, Ty.
What?
The true star of the show has arrived. You are outdated, Al.
Wow! What's going on, Ty? Dang, you finally show up after years of not showing up.
He says, Rob says, I turn up my TV and Al starts yelling into the mic.
Yep, sorry. I got excited because Ty's here. He's the homie, man.
Ty said to let me do all the talking and you do the work.
Okay.
Slave.
Wow. Wow. More worky, less talky. Okay.
He says, what's up? He just got off work.
Nice. Alright, so cams are coming off. You guys can see with the tensioner intact, just like that, one piece. Easy peasy. Now,
You wanted lift boxes though, right?
Little boxes, yeah. So this was the issue that we had on the other block on the head, because the head was a disaster. So we're gonna learn on the difference between the damage that was done on the previous block in comparison to how clean this block is. So this block, or the head to begin with first, again, was a properly taken care of engine. If you guys can see pretty much the valve train on top, the oil that's up here isn't caked on or burnt to the head, meaning it had regular oil changes. Number two, right here where the cam seat right here, these were pretty much damaged. They had grooves in it and they literally were melted. So it prevented me from doing this. Literally taking out the lifter.
Did you show him it? The damage?
No, it's on over there. I didn't want to take it out. It's just out of the way. It's just, currently I don't have the space. If I had the space, I'd do it.
Take the camera over there.
It's.
Go poke at it.
So this is the big difference, that the other one, the cams ran so hot or they were damaged and literally sheared, or not sheared, but melted the aluminum, so I was unable to pull the lifters out from the actual head, which is a big no-no, or kind of a red flag. Immediately when we were tearing down this head, I was just like, man, this really does suck. So
I said, are you installing drop-in rods for that?
no, we're not doing any rods or anything. We're doing a refresh on this block, meaning we're gonna rebuild the entire engine to factory specifications. Nothing for high performance, just a reliable rebuild for this car.
Q-Han says, is it better to tune out WT or just install it in the AED?
It's better to tune it out. You'll have less issues. It's a VVT. There's two V's put together.
VV?
Yeah.
Okay. It looks like a W.
I know. Yeah, you're better off just tuning it out, and then trying to swap it over. The parts for it are cheaper. Number one, the tensioner is a lot cheaper. And number two, there's no actual power gain with VVT. It's just, you don't need it. So, first box. Not the first box. Lay them out straight for me. These are
I
trash.
said you need more than 3?
I don't know yet.
Okay. I'll start with that.
So what I typically do when I pull lifters out, as always, we go left to right, not right to left. So this is the front of the engine, this is the back of the engine, because this is where the crank is and the flywheel's on this side. So we pull all our lifters out in this order. So that way when we put them back in, they go back in their original location. Because the lifters and the head, they don't get machined. We don't machine anything on this head. The surface on here is the original surface. So we don't want to obstruct the harmony that they built or that they broken into this area. All right. So where's my magnetic? There it is.
Chris wants to know, what's up, man? So when would you consider a 1.8T 2 ticky light when the tappets and stuff needs replaced?
Pull the valve cover off. You're gonna need to pull the cams off, and I'll show you what you have to look for on a bad 1.8T. If it's ticky, typically if the head is ticky, one of two things is going on. Either you have really bad or really old oil, or you have low oil pressure. And actually three things. The last thing, timing. That's it. So oil pressure, old oil, or really too thin of oil, too thick of oil, not too thin. Too thick will cause it to be ticky. 1.8Ts are 100% hydraulic ran, so you want thin oil. You want European specification oil. They run so much better. Castrol 530 full synthetic is what I put on all my cars. and I make sure it's European formulated. And that's pretty much it. If they're really loud, confirm it's not the injectors, because it could be the injectors, just so you know. And the injectors on these cars are very loud.
That's why you asked, are you installing the KO3S?
Yes, we are installing a KO3S, maybe. I think the owner said he's going to probably do a KO4, but we're not sure yet.
And then Patsy wants to know if you got a chance to look at her pics.
Yes, I looked at your pics and I love them. Love them, Pasky. I really want you to do my bus so badly now. Now the reason why we're going to take everything out of this block, when you take a bare block to a machine shop, you save a lot more money. They charge you all the labor for disassembling, but if your engine's completely disassembled, there's no money to charge you besides doing the machine work. Just so you guys know. Whoop. That is correct, Chris. 540 is your is OEM spec when the engine is brand new. Typical rebuild engines run better on 530, but again, it's really a matter of personal preference. My personal preference is 530 full synthetic and SAE. What's going on, Six Stage? What's up? What's up? Just tear down another 1.8T. We just did one yesterday, man. Just doing another. All right, so pulling out spark plugs. Since they're still in here, since I got this motor a couple years ago. But yeah, this head looks phenomenal. I am so happy with the condition with this. So the guy, again, is going to be very happy with this very clean head, very well taken care of engine. And I'm gonna take care of him. I'm gonna rebuild his motor for him, and he's gonna be very happy with it. This is a service that I do offer, guys, is rebuilding engines, and again, 100% free. We don't charge for rebuilding your motors. We do take donations if you want to donate money to us to help the channel out, but again, the engine builds are 100% free. Just so you guys know. Yep. I do this for the sake of learning, guys. So you guys can learn with me and we learn together. That's the whole point. Yeah, Isaiah, I would love, dude. Anytime, like I said, this is an open offer, and again, I take donations. So obviously, you do have to pay for all the parts and the machine work, but my hands are yours. They're free. Spark plugs are trash. Now we're gonna show you guys a trick. Again, this is a little cheat to remove heads. Not to install them. Understand that, guys. You guys are funny. What would it cost for a refresh 1.8T to replace a 2-point slow? If you're just trying to refresh 1.8T, you're looking anywhere from like $800 to about $1,000 for a fully refreshed engine. It's just really a matter of how affordable we can get parts. Yo, Al, would you recommend just a head gasket replace? The whole motor required my wife's Jetta. It has already 220. We're still running strong. Why would you want to replace the head gasket if it's fine? There's no. You gotta understand. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Period. All right. Understand that, guys. If it ain't broke, do not fix it. It is not worth it. Just leave it alone. So 2.0, yeah, it's fine. Just leave it alone. 2.0 is it's probably just broken in. So this is an Allen bit. These bolts in the head, the OEM bolts, are Torx. You can use an 8mm bolt, Allen, to remove them. It's no joke. But you cannot use it to install it. Alright? Just telling you guys that right now. Do not use the same exact Allen to install it, but perfectly fine for removal. I'm going to get a little bit more leverage. If you guys can see this, thing's bent like no tomorrow. And yeah, these are the tools that I work with, guys. Huh?
Do you need me to help you?
In a little bit. Not yet.
I'm just calling Geico.
Huh?
I'm just calling Geico.
Okay. Oh, so I'm gonna give you guys a sad day for PincheAls Garage today. My wife's car is currently at the dealership for repairs, and we had a break-in. Yeah, something broke into my wife's car.
Ate its way through.
Yeah, ate its way through my wife's wire harness on our 2014 Jetta Sport Wagon.
And the firewall.
And the firewall.
And my seat.
And the power seats. Completely destroyed the main wire harness in a 2014 Jetta wagon. How do you feel about cat cams? Cams are awesome, man. Always put cams in a car if you can benefit from it, but if it's a 1.8T, you ain't gonna benefit at all. How do I feel about cat cams?
How do you feel about cat cams for a spirited daily drive car?
Yeah, I already answered that.
Isaiah said, I used to do the same with the VR6 head bolts for removal. Rob, I'm still chasing a System 2 lean code. I have changed O2 sensor, SAI pump, spark plugs, coil packs, fuel pump, primes. Every time I open the door, I am going to do an engine flush, fuel system flush.
It might be a bad fuel injector, Rob.
KTJ said drive it more. Rob says any ideas. Sixth Stage says y'all grill whatever it is for payback. Chris says squirrel.
No, it was a rat.
I think it's a rat.
It literally chewed through the firewall. About 6 or 8 wires in the main harness. Then it decided to feast on the driver's seat and make a nest.
Made a nice nest.
Made
It
a
might
nice.
still be in there.
It might still be in there. Which is really annoying. So yeah, we had to have the car towed because it wouldn't fire.
Rob says, I told you I want that wagon, lol. Tiny said that rat said 2014, that's too new for PincheAls.
I agree. I agree. And what's funny thing, I don't even feel bad. I don't even feel bad for that car. It's like whatever.
We're not attached to it.
Yeah, we're really not attached to that car.
Fun 3R says injectors for Rob's issue. Patsky said, how do you feel about big cams in VR6s then?
I love it. They sound amazing, Pasky.
Johnny Boy says cams in an R32 would be epic. Six Stage says Ratatouille. Chris says most manufacturers use a vegetable oil base in their wire installations. Critters love it.
That's great. That's good to know. That's really good to know.
Ty said if you find that rat, I got a buddy who has a hungry snake that he could feed it to.
I would gladly give you that rat.
It's fun. 3 hours says Panja un pez Jaime la ratatouille.
Alright, so the head is unbolted. So we're going to get ready to move it over to our table. Here we go. Make sure I have everything that I need to remove. Yep. And, oh my gosh. I guess it's not unbolted.
Rob says I'm going to put liquid moly injector cleaner through it and maybe swap the oil filter.
That's a good idea.
Ivan said the same thing happens to my 14 F-150. I had to pay like $3,000 to get the harness replaced and the whole thing at the dealer.
Yeah, it really does suck, man.
Thank God for Geico.
Yeah, Geico, dude. Geico covers it. My Geico insurance covers it. It's so legit. I'm impressed with Geico right now. Honestly.
They have rodent protection.
Yeah, they have rodent protection.
Tiny says, just make sure you do your springs with big cams on VR6.
Yes, you need springs for sure.
Isai says, Steeler ship.
Yeah, good thing I don't have to pay for it.
Yeah.
Insurance covers it.
It's okay when you're not paying for it.
Yeah, 100%. I can care less. There it is.
This is what is big. Is it bad if air hisses when I open my gas cap? I'm trying to figure out
No.
what could
That's
cause-
normal. That means you're having proper vacuum.
He says he's trying to figure out what's causing his P0172.
Alright, so again, this block hasn't been put together in a long time. So there's gonna be some like debris in here. No big deal, but right off the bat, guys, look at these pistons. Beautiful. What?
I'll read it to you after you're done.
Read it.
No,
Read it.
it's Rob again. It's like
Oh, God, Rob comments.
Oh, before that, so Patsy says, "Okay, Joe, I want to swap to VR. I want to VR6 swap my wagon and might as well do a cam update."
Oh yeah.
Q-John says, Q-Han says, "I'm surprised Geico didn't total it out. Possibly."
Yeah, it's a possibility still. We don't know yet.
Rob says, "Damn it, Geico, we could have started another poll for Al." Six Stage said Lizard wasn't lying, huh?
Alright, so what did Rob say?
That was it.
Oh, okay.
That he was going to start another poll for you.
No, he's not.
For support.
Don't need a poll.
Ty says, you are using the fix everything tool.
Oh, the hammer.
For Ty. Chris, does your wife have any single ugly fat... Does your wife have any single ugly fat ants that are available, LOL, because I'm fat, old, and ugly?
I mean, I don't know about ugly, but she has some pretty attractive family members.
Good genes run in my family.
Yeah, and they're Hawaiian. They're Hawaiian, by the way.
Not all Hawaiian.
Not all of them, most of half of them.
Isai says, wow, those pistons look awesome.
Yeah, this is a really well taken care of engine.
Tiny said there is a right tool for every job like a hammer mallet to remove the head.
Yep, look at this. Fix, fix, fix. Fix, fix, fix.
Patsy says the Pistons look way better than the ones last night.
Yeah, they don't have actually valve damage to the pistons.
No sandpaper used on the
Yeah, they didn't use sandpaper
or
on the head.
brick.
Jeez.
Ivan said the wax pull is still going.
It's not going. Gosh, guys.
Fun 3 are pretty clean. Why you're tearing it down? I'm rebuilding it.
Yeah, we're rebuilding it.
Will be anyone here running AGU charge pipe? He said if anyone's running that.
I missed my 23 pounds of boost. With what turbo, though? 23 pounds of boost don't mean nothing if you got a little baby turbo. Baby turbo.
We got almost 30 viewers tonight.
Seriously? Wow. They're ready. They want to watch me get waxed. That's why. That's why they're here.
Rob made the announcement.
Jeez, man.
Tiny, if you hit a car hard enough, okay. If you hit a car hard enough, the check engine light will go away.
That is true.
The more you know.
I've actually had that happen, where my check engine light was on, and I didn't hit it with a hammer, but we hit a pothole hard enough, the check engine light went away.
You need the little rainbow and the star to go across.
Yeah.
The more you know.
The more you know. Okay, so we're gonna flip the block around. What now? Oh my god. I'm already waiting for the comments, so.
F21, question mark?
That's a little tiny turbo.
Fun 3R, stock stage 2 ECU.
Yeah, it's a cute turbo, I'll tell you that.
6 stage, party. I see us saying, so what about the wax? Rob's like, LOL, any addition Patreons? No.
No, we didn't gain any Patreons because of you, Rob.
Hello? Yes, hi. I'm sorry, I thought I lost you. What's going on? Hi, so I put in a claim this morning on one of my...
Damn, Pariah, that's legit, buddy. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna look good, too. Yeah, we got a lot of people tonight. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. We're getting ready to take this pan off really quick. I'm not going to explain anything about the wax, so if someone wants to talk about it, you guys can talk about it. I'm not talking about it. I'm working. Someone wants to know about the wax.
Everybody wants to know about the wax.
Well, you explain to them because I'm not talking about
That's why
it.
you have 26 viewers right now.
If you want to, explain it to them.
No, because you don't want to do it.
I don't want to do it. No. But they want to know what's going on.
Okay, where are we? Oh,
Right.
Tiny wants to know about the wax pull, that's why.
Yeah, well, there's no such thing. Man,
You
jeez,
missed out. You missed out last night, Tiny.
You did, actually. It was a fun night. Alright, so this is the bottom. And that looks freaking beautiful. That is a clean bottom, man. Holy crap.
I was getting it. Oh, see, everyone's chiming in. JTJ, I've got a front mount IC, T3, T4, top mount, 48
Nice.
side, no cat, dump valve. runs great now. What's next? Injectors and tune?
Yep, that is correct. Injectors and tune for JT J250. That's what you should have done to begin with.
Moldy says, gotta look good in his bikini.
Al wore an itsy bitsy teeny weeny polka dot bikini weenie.
Oh. Tiny said, is he gonna get the landing strip?
No! You guys.
Oh, Chris said, the body kit will be sick. Great price too. Change the subject.
Yeah.
Ty says, I'll go with you, buddy, for support. You're not going anywhere. He's doing it here.
Well, you can come over, but I'm not doing
You
it.
come hold his hand.
I'm not doing it. Sorry.
Ivan said Bermuda Triangle, maybe.
Jesus. You guys.
He said it's for charity.
No, it doesn't matter if it's for charity. It shit hurts.
I'm focused on disassembling. LOL. Just put a precision 5858 on my 1.8T and hoping nothing goes south. LOL.
Hopefully you have a built block. Dad, with a precision 5858. Woo! That's a big boy.
Rob said he'll get waxed with you.
Rob likes that shit.
For
He probably does that he probably does that. He probably shaves.
He said he'd do it for, it's for charity. So you got a buddy.
Okay. No. We can wax Rob though. I'll wax the crap out of Rob all day. I won't.
Fun 3R says it looks like you don't even need to tear it down.
I agree. I don't need to, but I want to.
Tiny says, I'll let you do me if I can do you, Al.
That would be funny though. Holy shit, that would be hilarious.
But you, Tiny, and Rob?
Yeah. Just all three of us. I might do that.
I can get Brenda down. I can get the Aguilar girls to come assist with waxing.
That actually might happen if I get Rob and Tiny down here. Ty can't even come, he's hairless. If you ever want to meet a hairless man, talk to Ty. That grown man, I don't even know if his body can produce hair.
Says, wax my bitch up.
Who?
That's what Fun 3R said. Chris said, that I do. Let's see. Ty said, alright, I'll be there. I'll bring a cookie for you and a lollipop for afterwards.
Woo! I need more than just a cookie and a lot. See, Carney, this bag. I need this for rear main seal.
Rear main seal. See, the comments are coming in. I can't keep up.
They're flooding in. That's horrible. It's so bad. I'm working here, and then just all they want to hear is about me getting my hair ripped off.
Rear main seal?
Yeah.
Well, now it's you, Tiny, and Rob.
Again, I will do that. I will definitely do that if it's me, Tiny, and Rob. By myself, hell to the
So
no.
we have a live poll. Like they do.
Who has the best scream?
No, like they do on YouTube for their fundraisers.
Yeah.
Remember? We had to do a live waxing event. It's going to. I'm missing stuff. There's a remedy to make the waxing process less painful. It's called liquor.
Nah, bro, we're not drinking anything. We're doing it straight and sober.
Straight. 40-year-old virgin stuff, man.
Pretty much, yeah.
Chris, got Rod's pistons, so we good. I haven't drove it yet. Still building.
Okay, yeah.
Good.
Good.
Yeah. I forgot to mention. Fun 3R said I forgot to mention. Oh, we're losing stuff. Oh.
Gotta be quick.
You told me to make a bag.
I know, but you got
What
multitask.
Another one?
Huh? Yeah. In a moment.
Okay, I get another bag.
Alright, so next step here is to take off the crank bolt, because that sucker is on there. So it's a 1912 point, guys. If you guys ever have to remove a crank bolt, you gotta use a 1912 point. And then right in here, get a 2x4 and cut it in half. All right, cut the 2x4 in half, and it should give you the ability to cram it in here just like that, so it locks itself in place. That way you can break it loose. You're gonna need a torch. Torch. I can't even speak.
Patsy said it'd be a good fundraiser for the next project.
Yeah, I agree with her. It is.
We're at 30 viewers.
Seriously? This is like probably my biggest stream ever.
Louise said, "What's up, everyone?"
There you go.
Tiny says, "Now I want to."
So we use a torch. Just heat up the bolt as much as you can. Hotter the better. Makes the job a lot easier.
Patsy says you get the boys lined up and get the wives to do the strips.
I would do that if there's more than one person, 100%. I'm not doing this by myself.
What's the specifications on the crank bolt?
What do you say?
Ivy wants to know what the specifications are on the crank bolt.
The specifications?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know off the top of my head. You got to look it up.
Louise wanted to know if it's the same engine as yesterday.
No, this is a different motor.
The other one's shot.
Alright, this should be enough. Come on, Bip. Hold it up. Alright, guys, hold on to your comments right now.
Where do you want me to go?
See if I can do it by myself without. Yep, I can do it.
Cause you the man. Where's your razor?
Alright, crank bolt off. I am not touching that.
Tiny said no, fuck a 12 point. Get us. Just get something that kind of fits and hit it with an impact. It'll work. Ask me how I know.
I'll leave it off right now.
Chris says counterweight on the engine stand.
Don't need a counterweight.
George says, what do you think about a stage 3 tune on 550 injectors with a KO4?
That's a good idea, but make sure the tune is meant for 550 injectors. And make sure that the tuner actually knows what he's doing.
Chris said I could never get that damn bolt off. Spent $60 on an ARP crank bolt and couldn't get the OEM one off.
Oh man, you think you can get the OEM one off? The the ARP is actually harder to put on. Get a bag ready for a front main seal, babe.
Rob wants to know, is this the part where Al goes down again?
Yes. This is the part.
What do you want to say?
Front main seal. Hi, Chihuahua. No, my 10 mil. Okay. I almost lost a 10 mil.
Okay.
Jeez, butterfingers.
Isaiah, what do you think about Motoza tuning?
Motoza's actually legit. I like him. I like his stuff. Good stuff, guys. Motoza tuning is very good.
Louise wants to know what's the story about this engine.
This one,
It was for me.
Right? It was for my wife. However, me and my buddy Valentino, aka Tino Cochino, we actually went all the way to LA when we bought that, when we got a car.
You mean the truck of stuff?
Yeah, no. I mean, Tino, yeah, we bought a truck and a car.
Yeah, like when we took on the truck of stuff.
Yeah, we went to LA to buy a car with a truckload of parts, literally a truckload of parts. And do you guys remember that big turbo giveaway that we did a while ago? Well, not a couple of years ago, we did a big turbo giveaway. That's when I bought that motor.
This motor.
This motor, yes, this motor. So this motor came out of a perfectly running car. some guy thought he's going to be able to shave a bay and do all his work, but obviously he found out it's 10 times more work than it is to do all that.
He had a pretty car.
The color on that car was amazing. And he gave up on it, and because he pulled out the entire body harness. This guy was dumb. All I can say is this guy was...
He didn't know what he was doing.
He had no idea what he was doing. And yeah, pretty much tore apart a Mark IV, legitimately completely apart. And couldn't figure out how to put it back together. So he was putting it up for sale. And so I got a big turbo kit out of it, and I gave it away. And that's pretty much the rest is history.
Movie wants to know, anyone know why there's almost no standalone ECUs for a 1.8T?
There is standalones. You have to make them. That's the point of a standalone ECU. There's no such thing as a standalone that's made for a specific car. Standalones means you buy an ECU and you make your own wire harness for the car. That's what a standalone is.
Tiny wanted to know, when did this become an OnlyFans site?
One day, when we get bigger.
Chris, what are your thoughts on the Gates Clever timing belt and manual adjustment?
If you have a manual adjustment, then go for it. That's a good belt with a manual tensioner. Horrible belt with the hydraulic tensioner. I would never recommend that belt with the hydraulic tensioner.
George says he has boost dynamic.
Yeah, BDT, Trent Smith.
Chris wants to know, I just ordered a Eurodyne Maestro suite.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna take it real slow and use my car as a big turbo test subject, see if I can tune or not.
Have fun with that, man. Learn how to do fueling and timing, but just remember, you can grenade your car pretty easily.
Q-Bon was saying he wished he knew this page during that turbo giveaway. He needs a big turbo right now. Maybe again.
Yeah, no, it will happen again. We will give another big turbo kit away again. That's for sure. It will happen.
Rob wants to know if it's the same Tino that I bought my GLI off of.
Yes, it is. It is the same Tino, a.k.a. Tino Cochino.
David's saying, so this isn't the same motor as yesterday. No, this
Nope.
one was mine.
This is actually my wife's motor that I'm giving away to somebody else.
Gave it to the guy from yesterday's motor.
Yeah.
Disaster. Standalone is about spec. What's this? What is spec? Don't remind me about the giveaway. Chris, yeah, I'm gonna run wastegate spring pressure for a while and just take my time. I've done a lot of research, so fingers crossed.
Good job, dude. Research is what matters. Always do your research, because it ends up being a winning combination. You know, you end up walking away smarter than you were before. Number one. Number two, you feel more confident. You know, confidence is legitimately the key in any type of build or any type of new skill you want to learn. Everybody's going to be scared to begin with, honestly. Always scared. I mean, I was scared for my very first 1.8T build, but once I understood everything, whew, I could do these motors now with my eyes closed. They're so easy to build. So we're gonna pull out the first piston. Man, that's a gorgeous. Oh man, you guys gotta see this. This is well taken care of. Look at this rod bearing. This is an original rod bearing. Look at that. Look at the wear on this. No wear at all, guys. Beautiful, beautiful rod. Oh, this guy lucked out. This is such a clean motor. I'm actually a little jealous. Little bit of machine work.
Me.
Yeah, it's my wife's motor.
That's for me. So now you're gonna find me a pretty one again?
Yep. Alright, so the very first piston is out. So,
Luis said make the next big turbo giveaway for Patreons only so you can get more members.
I agree with that as well, Luis. That's actually a good idea.
McDubbin won the last big turbo, right?
Correct.
Yep.
So this is the piston that we just pulled out, and it is legitimately flawless. I mean, typical, carbon build up here. Again, it's probably a 100,000 mile engine. Proper valve sleeve. This isn't very bad. Not valve sleeve, piston sleeve wear. Not bad at all, guys. Very, very nice wear pattern on this. Very, very reusable. So all we gotta do is new rod bearings, new piston rings, and new main bearings, and that bottom end's built.
Night, Tiny.
Tiny's going to bed. All right, good night, buddy.
McDubbin's on.
What's he saying? He's been on actually.
He said he won the KO4.
Yeah, he got the KO4 last kit.
Rebel against them is it hard to replace a clutch for a 1.8T 04 Jetta?
Nope, super easy. Take you about 4 hours if you're, mechanically, inclined. If it's your first time, I'd say about 8 hours because you're gonna want to take your sweet time and not damage anything. But I have a video on my channel to do it. It's super easy, man.
Andrew, hi from London. Have a problem with my Mark IV Golf when I turn the ignition on the battery light flashes, but I've changed the battery and alternator and it starts fine. Also, light never comes on while running. When running.
You might have a loose cable or a loose ground somewhere. I would definitely look around for any wiring with rust, corrosion. You live in London, so you have a lot of moisture and condensation, so I would definitely look for your wiring
Or damp, right?
for any type of corrosion. And look at this, guys. This is the inside of the piston, or the bottom of the sleeve. It is freaking flawless. This is insane, the quality of wear of this engine. It's beautiful.
Patsy wants to know what the bronze color is on the piston.
The bronze color is literally the oil baking on. That's actually natural. It's a natural process when oil gets older. Because you got to keep in mind, there's no such thing as a piston not having blow-by, where the gases and oil will go past the rings. It is normal, especially when the engine gets older. So you'll get a little bit of oil around here, and that's fine because it'll burn. Now, on top of the piston, if you get a lot of browning, that's because one of two things. It's either the engine's running lean, or it's getting too much oil and burning the oil on top of it, but mostly lean fuel. Again, these cars aren't meant to run rich from the factory, so that is pretty much going to be normal wear on this engine.
He says thanks for the advice. It's always rains in London.
Yeah.
Nice and damp.
Yeah, it's a damp country.
Saeed says going to eat dinner. Good night.
All right, man, have a good dinner. Enjoy.
Are you giving him the whole piece or just the bottom?
Whole engine. Yeah.
I got another one down.
Oh, he's giving me a good one. He's swapping me out for a good motor. So it's not like we're losing anything. And he said he's going to donate some money to the channel, so
Yay.
every little bit helps. I'm thinking about building a block and giving it away. What do you think?
Engine build?
Yeah, a full engine build giveaway. I think. What do you guys think about that? A PincheAls Garage built motor giveaway.
You'd have to break it in though, right?
Yeah, we'll do a full build and then break it in and give it away.
I don't see why not.
It's a good idea. Not as expensive.
Unless you put like a big turbo on it and all.
No, it would just be just an engine.
The basic.
Not basic. It'd be no fully built. 500 horsepower block. Built.
Chris says, "Yep, I live in New York now. Born and raised Newcastle, UK, and it was always miserable."
Well, now you're miserable and with a lot of people.
Everybody seems to like the build idea for the motor
Yeah.
giveaway. Yeah.
How is it?
Devin said, "Let's do it." Chris says, "Oh yeah." Moldy says, "Please, that would be epic." Let's see. Do it. Hell yeah. Yeah, dude, one of each. Oh, that's from McDevin's thing.
That would be cool. I'd like to do that.
Chris said he'll pay for shipping to Michigan.
If he wins it, yeah. Yeah, freight charge, you're probably looking at about $300-400 to ship the engine.
That's not bad though.
No.
For what you get.
Yeah, for a 500 horsepower block, why not? Fully broken in, so all you gotta do is literally just put it in your car.
Drop in.
Yeah, just put it in your car. That's it. I'd build it, make it, break it in, put like 2,000 miles into the block, and then give it to you guys. That's it. Give it to one lucky winner. Maybe with a year's supply of oil with it. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Moldy says U.S. San Diego local guys are lucky. LOL. It's the weather.
Yeah, we had 2 feet of sun today.
Rob said he'll just come by and pick it up. There's no need for shipping.
If he wins, yeah. If you win, Rob, I'll install it for you. That's what you're gonna end up asking me anyways.
Patsky says a VR and a 1.8T.
Ooh, I like that idea even more.
David said it's going to cost $2,000 to ship to the UK.
But it's a fully built motor that you don't have to worry about for at least 100,000 miles if you're gonna boost the crap out of it.
McDevitt said it was 20 when he left today.
Jeez, man. All right, so now pistons are out. Watch out. 17. Yep, 17. Now I got it.
Today's Saturday, right? Saturday?
Today's Saturday, yes. I know, right? The broken car just ruined our day today.
We got boba.
We have boba and some
And cracked chicken.
and cracked chicken. Yep, can't argue that.
Oh, what is he gonna think about my baking soda in the
Oh,
He got some cocaine out that's spilled on the
no, it's
floor.
just baking soda. It's not cocaine.
I just say that. I didn't think about that. That's funny. What is this white powdery substance on the floor?
It's baking soda. The car has a smell. Like, you'll smell it.
Chris said, I towed Dolly my 01 Mark 40 for the install.
Dude, I'm super down to help anybody who needs the help. Honestly.
McDevitt wanted to know what are they thinking for the wagon. We haven't found out.
We don't know yet. We just dropped it off today, so... We do know that more than 5 wires were chewed through the harness that were visible.
And the firewall.
And the firewall was chewed through.
And the seat.
And the seat was chewed through, so we don't know any more but that.
Just from the debris.
Yeah. Again, me and my wife aren't really sad about it. It's like whatever.
It was just more surprising.
Yeah, we're more surprised about it than sad because we don't care for that car very much, honestly.
Except the gas.
Except for the gas mileage, yeah, that's what makes it cool. Well, I mean, diesel mileage.
How far are we from Santa Maria? Where are you? You're off of 1.
All right. Getting ready for the removing the main.
We're about 4 hours away.
From Santa Maria?
From Santa Maria.
Santa Maria.
It's almost to San Luis Obispo.
Not that far.
It's just about a couple hours out of LA.
Alright, main cap 1.
It's drivable.
Yeah, you can definitely make it. You're like 4 hours away.
Louise, Al, I might have to pay you to come install my VR, free meals, and a couch to crash.
Done.
Chris, I'm in Michigan, but I have a friend in Santa Maria.
Luis, I will definitely come over and help you put the motor in.
David,
After all you've done to help me, man, I got no problems in doing that.
let's make a family road trip.
Yeah.
You can't just leave me here.
Yeah, I can't leave my wife stranded at
Can't
home.
sit on the couch, too. With the kids. David, so was yesterday's motor put in the bin then, and this is Carlene's, but you're now giving it to him? Sorry, he just woke up.
Yes, correct. So, pretty much yesterday's motor was a disaster. It was bad. The motor was just not salvageable, unfortunately. The amount of damage done to the head is just not worth it. The amount of damage done to the pistons, just not worth doing as a factory rebuild, guys. You guys understand that? We're not doing a big turbo build. We're doing a factory rebuild, so not worth it. Now, if we were doing a high performance build, whole different scenario. We don't need the rods. We don't need the pistons. Slop those, get rid of those, take care of that. Then we go get a different head. I would probably get an AB head and build that instead. And then we'd be good. Pretty much straightforward.
You wouldn't need that piece anyway?
Yeah, I wouldn't need that piece. We'd just build a completely different block. Different head. And then money, done. So now the crank is ready to come out.
Patsy said no rats in Alberta. We have a brigade that is hunting them. So where are the main earth points on the Mark IV 1.8T?
There's two. The first one is right on the transmission underneath the coolant flange. So, if your transmission's, where is it, over here? Stepped on the main bearing. So on your transmission, this is where the transmission's over here. There's a bolt right underneath your coolant flange on the head. There's a bolt right underneath it. That's the main ground point for the block. That goes over and then goes underneath your battery tray, and there's two more ground points there underneath your battery tray. And then on top of that, there's two more little ones for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I believe 6 wires that ground to that part of the body. So everything is underneath your battery tray, just so you know.
Rob said his son Spencer got accepted to UTI. Nice.
Very cool, dude.
Moldy wants to know any suggestions for math. Bosch is pretty pricey.
That's pretty much it. Do you need a math right now? What's his name?
Moldy.
Moldy? Moldy,
Moldy.
huh?
Moldy. M-O-U-L-D-Y. Moldy.
Moldy. Hey, buddy, give me a second here.
Louis said I'm welcome too.
Yeah,
Louis said he can share his bed with you.
Okay, that's fine. I'm Big Spoon, though, all day.
I hear he has gone full Brazilian. Moldy says yeah. He says yes. He has one.
Here you go. Got you a math.
I said he has one.
He says,
He said yeah.
yeah, no, but he says he needs a math. Because
Does he need a math?
I got a math right here, fully functional if you need one. Moldy. It's in my parts bin. I always keep spares.
Pay for shipping.
Just pay for shipping and whatever you want to give me for it. I really don't care. I think this is a 3-inch too. Let me double check. I think this is a... This might be a... Yeah, El Gigante. Oh, it's for an AWD. This will not work for you, buddy. Never mind. Never mind, babe. No, those are different. Yeah, it's not gonna work for you, man. Sorry. I tried. Alright, so block is torn down completely, guys. That's pretty quick. Main bearings are beautiful. No damage done to them. We're going to clean out the bottom right now. Right here. Look at this. Oh my god. It is so pretty.
Yeah, the rest of this I drank half of it.
Right now?
Earlier.
No, I mean like, I'm going to drink this right now.
Okay, go.
Okay.
And a kid juice. Do you want some flavoring to it?
That's empty.
And a juice box?
Andrew Grimwood? No, we do not. Not right now, babe. We don't get the holy grail of Mark IVs out here. No 4 motions. Yeah.
He says he's local. He wants to know if he can swoop in.
Who?
It's running. Oh, maybe it's for somebody else. It's the same guy. I'm running mine unplugged. Sig. It's for an AWW.
Yeah, it's not gonna work for that card.
It says I'm local. Okay. Would
So-
you ever want to get an R32 Mark IV?
Yes and no. They're cool cars, but I don't care for them as much. They don't have as much character to them. Front wheel drive is just, to me, is just fun. Just super fun to drive because they're quirky, they're unpredictable, and they're just fun to drive. When you drive a car that just feels like it's on rails, it's fun and all, but...
Oh, something's happening.
What's it doing?
It says erroring.
No, it's just saying it's just not receiving. Oh no, it. Oh.
You said it stopped. There you
Oh,
go.
there it goes. There it
Okay. I think it stopped.
goes. Yeah, it's just not as much performance because the Wi-Fi over here is not the greatest. So.
Oh, now you're tuned. Up. Okay, it came back on.
Yeah, it's gonna.
It started to buffer.
So. This block again is super clean. I can't wait for it to get to the machine shop, and the cylinder walls on this are super clean, man. Oh man, Ryan Ace donated $10. Thanks, buddy.
$50 gets one leg.
No, it doesn't. Stop doing that.
Brian says, love the content. Keep up the great work.
Thank you, Ryan. I appreciate it, buddy. So, I'm going to give you guys a close-up here to the... Oh, no, I can't. Because it's plugged. It's wired up. I can't. Sorry, never mind. I lied.
What are you trying to get?
I wanted to take this off, but you can't.
You can't do it from your here?
No.
Or on your phone?
That sucks.
Are they seeing me here on the small camera?
Just a little webcam, yeah, but...
You can bring it over.
No,
Or it's too
not
hard.
too, yeah.
Oh, someone donated $10.
Yeah. What?
No, another one.
Caesar, damn! What's up, Caesar? Thank you!
We're at $20.
Woo! Get myself a coffee.
No, $30 more.
I love the little emoji. So, again, this block is probably the cleanest block I've torn down in a long time. Cylinder walls still have the factory crosshatch, which is insane. The crosshatch is when they hone them, and they're in X's. That's how, like, when they hone the block, and they use these little scratches that go left and right, you can still see all of them flawlessly, and it's phenomenal. I love it. What is up? Thanks,
This
Luis.
is starting to come in.
Saludos, Cesar. Gracias.
Luis says Ryan's contributing to the wax fund.
So all 4 cylinders across the board are flawless. The head still has the factory decking, so we know for a fact that the head's never been taken apart. The head's never been modified or damaged. Huh?
It's
Oh shit, we lost signal. It's the Wi-Fi.
No, is it?
Yeah.
It just timed out. It says it's excellent connection then.
Did I hit play?
It's still going.
Hold on. Is it still going? I can see myself there, but here it says. You guys.
Sorry. We're at $30.55. Oh, it says still online.
Okay. And most of the live stream, guys, gotta go now. Have a good one, David Kane. Caesar, I'll cut off for a second only.
Okay.
Passkey, state the purpose of your donation. P.S. Say wax. I lost.
No, he said I lost connection.
Oh. So, pretty much we're done for the night.
Why are you trying to cut off the pole?
Because we're done. We tore down a whole block in like an hour. How long? 1 hour and 22 minutes. We tore down an entire engine in 1 hour and 22 minutes.
So you were trying to cut off the stream early,
So when you guys see this engine next week back from the machine shop, you guys are going to see pretty much what a properly machined engine is going to look like. We're going to tear down the head probably tomorrow. Tomorrow night. Yeah, we'll tear down the rest of the head tomorrow night so we can show you guys that process as well.
That's Sunday.
Tomorrow's Sunday, yep. So if you guys want to tune in tomorrow at 9 p.m. Pacific time, we're going to finish off the head because we have to get the engine ready for to the machine shop on Monday. So, more money?
They got it, 50 bucks.
No!
Before you ended your stream, we get a up. Tune in tomorrow.
No, you do not change the oil squirters. Oil squirters are perfectly fine, but you remove them. You do have to remove them when, again, the block machine, because when the hone goes all the way down, it will hit the squirters. So definitely remember that. Remove those. I usually have the machine shop remove them for me. So when you take it, just remember when you take your blocks over to your machine shop, I take them completely bare bone, guys. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to teach you guys a process on how to lap valves. Lapping valves is how we clean them to get them ready for them to go back installed on your head. What? What happened? Read it.
It says, let's see that leg, girl.
I'll show you my leg, but I ain't gonna.
I told you, it's the knee.
I'm not waxing it.
On one leg.
This is my leg. As you can see, I have a fur coat on them. But you guys are not gonna have them waxed. I'm sorry, I'm not waxing.
They donated.
Carmine, this was not official.
These are your people. They're here. They're support. There's 13 people watching.
We're calling it a night.
But it made it before.
We weren't supposed to. This wasn't official. Oh my God. You wanted to do this.
You can't disappoint them.
You can't sell my body.
It's just a piece of your leg.
You sold it without having me consent to it. That's the problem. Oh my God, there's more money coming.
See,
You sold.
You gotta do it for the people now.
This is not consensual in any way. I'm offended, number one. Okay? That you
got
just
$60.
you put my body up for sale for their entertainment without me agreeing to anything. Okay?
It says a section of that leg is worth my $20. You don't care how small a patch it is. Okay, here's a serious question.
Okay.
Will an Audi AWP 1.8T work in a manual without modifying the crank?
Will 1.8T AWP fit in an... Okay.
Will an auto AWP 1.8T work in a manual without modifying the crank?
Yes, it will work. What now?
Q Juan said, sending money has never been so much fun. Oh, it says make a PincheAls garage wax sticker. They're waiting for it. I should go heat it up.
No!
Look, you have your true viewers. There's 10 of them waiting.
Everybody's going to bed. It is bedtime. I actually need to go to bed. So
tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Stay tuned.
We're not waxing. I'm telling you guys this right now.
You have to.
I will agree.
They did it.
Okay, hold on. I will agree to waxing my body if Tiny and Rob...
They can't be here tomorrow.
I'm not going to say tomorrow. No.
They've already donated.
Listen,
That'll be for next
hold
time.
on. Listen. Stop. Okay. I will wax parts of my body on YouTube if Rob and Tiny do it with me sober. Alright? You heard that from my mouth.
They said everybody's wide awake for this.
Okay? I will do this only if Rob and Tiny show up to my house in front of my house.
That's if we're doing more than that piece of leg.
We're doing more. We're going to do more than just a leg.
No.
I'm saying we are. Okay?
That's for... We have to schedule that.
Okay?
That'll be a live stream waxing deal.
It'll be a fundraiser. Okay? And pretty much...
But you need to give them a sneak peek of what they're doing.
No, I'm not going to... No. That shit hurts. It hurts. I'm not doing... Okay.
That's the sneak
Carlene,
peek.
stop. You're in... You need to stop. I'm not going to do it. I don't care how often...
Rob said he's down.
Okay. All I need is Tiny to agree to this.
Tiny's gone.
When he decides to agree to this, and I will do it. And then for every donation that comes through, we'll have like a minimum amount for like $10. You get one strip, and you get to pick the location.
No, you gotta do it.
And just so you guys know, I don't have much hair.
No, we'll have to do a live stream, and then once we hit a certain quota, then it's that section of the body, and then we'll keep moving around.
Well, there's been 3 grown-ass men doing this, so not just me. I'm not doing this by myself.
Sparky says, thank you very, very much. You just helped me so much.
You're welcome, Sparky. Very welcome, because...
It's his first time joining.
Thank you.
So I'm saying
And I have total regret. You understand? I have total regret for going live and telling my wife to come out here and help me. Total regret.
I know what you were getting into. This happened yesterday.
I know it happened. I thought you would change.
They were asking.
I thought you would change.
They were asking for me.
I thought you would change. Thought you cared about me.
I do.
All right. So thank you everybody for tuning in for this live episode of PincheAls Garage. Tearing down yet another 1.8T consecutively in 2 days. What do they say now?
Tiny says, "What's the dollar amount?" He says, "I'll pay to just watch this happening."
No, you can't pay. You have to be a part of it. I'm sorry. Is that what Tiny said?
No, that's Ty.
Oh, Ty. Oh no, Ty. You don't worry about it. Whatever.
Should we make it just Patreon members?
No, it'd be YouTube in general. It has to be big. The whole point is to be a fundraiser and to help probably finish the Patreon car. You know.
Woo!
That would probably be the best thing
There
to
are
do.
2 Patreon members joining you, Rob and Tiny.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. Even better. So that would actually help us fund. The fundraiser would be 100% to help finish building our Patreon VR6, which
with 2 Patreon members.
with 2 other Patreon members.
Louise says, "Al, we all love you."
Yeah.
Now
Even
show
more
us
so
the leg.
now.
No, they're waiting.
Not gonna happen. All right, guys.
Waxing.
Have a good night.
Oh wait, he has a question.
Wait, hold on.
I have a question. Alta stock now. Will a bad tensioner, so it sounds like a rattle, will it cause a battery light on my cluster and radio die, or just bad alternator?
Both. So if you have a bad belt tensioner, you can have two scenarios where the belt tensioner failed so bad that it caused the alternator to fail, or the tensioner is preventing the belt to spin fast enough, causing the light to kick on your dash. So what you probably want to do first is replace the tensioner, because it's the cheapest part to replace, and the belt, and see if that makes a difference. If it doesn't make a difference, then replace the alternator. But before you replace the alternator, take it to your local auto parts store and have them run a test on the alternator to make sure that the voltage regulator is working correctly. Believe it or not, belts can cause this false failure, or it could be the pulley itself that's just failing, and you can just probably repair it with just like $20-$30 for a new pulley. Again, it's hit or miss on your scenario, so definitely start with the cheapest option and then work your way up and then go from there. You can go a little bit differently, where you can just go to the auto parts store, have them test the alternator first and see if it fails. If the alternator does fail, then just replace the alternator. But if your tensioner is really old and you haven't replaced it ever, it's probably the time to replace it as well. So I would definitely recommend replacing the tensioner, just because it's just a smart thing to do. Preventative maintenance is the key to any successful and reliable car over time. All right? Hopefully that works out for you.
Yeah, you got night Ty, night McDubbin, good night Chris.
Good night. Good night. Good night, everybody.
Good night Patsky.
All right, everybody.
See, because you're not waxing.
That's fine. I'm not going to do it. All right, everybody. Thank you again on this episode of PincheAls Garage, live, as always, for tearing down a 1.8T. And again, respect one another, be safe out there, and as always here at PincheAls Garage, we're going to break, we're going to fix, and of course, we're going to repeat it. So thank you, and have a wonderful night.
You guys are funny.
Yeah, they are funny.